Job well done.
We've got Areva Martin and Leo Terrell to weigh in on this.
You know it's a conversation if we drag you two.
Right.
And,
Okay,
right?
I didn't know
It's
that.
a debate.
Didn't know that.
What do you think what he had to say there? He essentially is almost like saying you got to empower yourself. In fact, he said you should bring yourself to the police station and ask the officers, why do you keep pulling me over?
You know what? I as an African-American male, I'm embarrassed of Isaiah Washington's statement. He's saying to adapt, get rid of your Mercedes, buy a Prius so you won't stand out. That is an insult and an attempt to basically allow this to continue. What Isaiah Washington should be saying is basically, hey, these police officers need to be retrained and not stop any African-American who happens to be in a wealthy area or who happens to drive a Mercedes. That's the actual insult, to change your habits because you're driving a car that African-Americans should not have. I'm embarrassed by that.
I actually agree with Leo today. So we're making a little history on
Fox
television.
News alert.
Yes, an alert, but I agree. Rather than tell Chris Rock to go talk to the police need to do their jobs and stop people who are, committing crimes and not people who are driving nice cars just because they're driving a nice car.
But wasn't that his point? That you're not going to change the way the cops feel about you.
No.
So if you
No,
change your car,
no.
you can.
He told Chris, go to the police station and, find out why they're stopping you. When has it become the obligation of an individual to go to the police department to say, why are you
here's the thing about
stopping me, rather than the police figuring out who they should be stopping?
The officer, right now, the only argument is Chris Rock is being stopped. Where's the crime? What's the probable
We don't
cause?
even know what
the
he's
absence
doing.
of it.
He could be a bad driver, Leo.
He
We
could
don't
be
know.
You know what?
racing
The
around.
New Jersey Police Department has a right to go out there and stand out there and say, here's why we stopped him. But let me sit here and say this. I'm not this focused on Chris Rock. I live 10 minutes from here. I was stopped by the police going to my own car early in the morning. And I'm telling you, unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah.
It's not
It
something that is
absolutely
an
happens.
aberration. It happens all the
Absolutely
time.
They
And
call
I
it
think we
driving while
should
black.
applaud Chris Rock for using his celebrity status and using
awareness.
social media to continue this conversation. Look, there were no cameras there. This is just a guy sitting in his car with a phone taking a selfie, yet causing us to have a conversation about social justice, about racial profiling, and about what happens to men like Leo, men like Chris, who are minding their business but yet get stopped by the police.
And we should say that Chris Rock does not say he was racially profiled. He simply
just posted
posted the
the
picture.
picture.
and said,
He just
"Hey, I
Getting
was-
pulled
I was
over that
pulled
many
over."
times in a matter of a few
Right,
months,
3
you have
times.
to wonder what's
And
going
then
on.
Isaiah Washington, the term adapt, the focus on, he said, get rid of your Mercedes, buy something where you're not going to stand out. Why isn't Chris Rock entitled to drive the car of his choice? Isaiah Washington is basically giving a subservient position, which insults me, Areva, any African American. We have the same equality rights to do and live anywhere we want and to buy whatever car we want.
And I think Isaiah understood that, because when he's talking to Don Lemon, you could see he's kind of
Kinda backtracking,
backpedaling and changing his story. And, he didn't expect to have this, storm of protest against him once he posted that tweet. But that's the generation and the age we live in. And what you say can go viral and, can cause people to either support you or attack in the way that we saw with Isaiah.
Now, the Prius is a nice car, Leo.
Nice car.
He is the wonderful car.
Great gas mileage, but not my car of choice.
I know. Well, all right.